this is less than 3 times 1 by 31. So we can write as 3 by 3 by 30 also. So
3 by 30?
and yeah, this is less than 3 by 30 and greater than 3 by 33. So I have taken the last, so it will be between the greatest and lowest of the numbers.
Yes, exactly. So this is less than 3 by 30 and greater than 3 by 33, right? And actually less than 3 by 31, which is less than 3 by 30, right?
Correct.
So sum,
Yeah.
whatever the sum is greater than 1 by 10 and is less than 1 by 10 and greater than 1 by 11, which is actually 10 plus 1, right? And that is what the question asks. What is the value of n? This is just testing the concept of a sort of approximation, because we are not finding the exact value, we are finding a range. And in range, always use the concept of maximum minimum. And for maximum and minimum, always consider worst case scenario. What will be the case if we have the least value? When we have all of the values are the greatest, and when we have the smallest value, then all of the values are smallest, right? In this way, we can approximate the value for n. And we have already discussed the same concept yesterday as well, right? So is there any confusion for anyone?
No, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, solve this question.
Two by 15.
So one answer is 2 by 15.
1 by 10.
And 1 by 10. Any other answer? The answer to this is 1 by 10. Okay, so we have two equally sized jugs, right? We have two equally sized jugs, and let's call the capacity as CC. Are emptied into two separate unequally sized jugs. One is X and one is Y, right? And okay, so one is emptied in this and one is empty in this, right? First of all, the thing is that the capacity of both are equal, which are emptied in X and Y, right? So let's call the capacity of tank X as X and capacity of tank Y as Y, right? And the question says that after emptying the water into X and Y, the jug X is 1 by 5th full, which means after emptying the water from this to this is just filled to 1 by 5th of its capacity, which is X. And this is just filled to 2 by 3rd of its capacity, which is Y, 2 by 3Y, right? And earlier, both are having an equal amount, right? This means the 1 by 5th of the capacity of tank X must be equal to 2 by 3rd capacity of tank Y, right? Is this understood till now? Yes or no?
Yes.
So
No.
where is the issue?
I didn't get why 1 by 5x equal to 2 by 3y. Is the portion is
Listen,
equal?
listen. The question is saying two equally sized jugs full of water are emptied. The water from this emptied to tank X is having same capacity as the water from the other tank empty to tank Y, because this is equal to this. So that's why if you pour this into this will also equal to this. For example, if this is 5 liter, this is 5 liter, then after emptying this will also be 5 liter, this will also be 5 liter, right? That's why this is equal. So just multiply 5 on that side, this will become X is equal to 10 by 3y. Now this is ideal time to approximate some value for X and Y. So what is the least value? Yeah, what is the value of Y you will take based off this equation so that X and Y are integers? I will take Y is equal to 3. If Y is equal to 3, X will become 10.
Yeah.
Right? Now Y is 3, X is 10. Okay, so now tell what is the actual capacity, what is the actual water which is thrown from this tank to that tank. In tank A, this is 1 by 5 of X, and 1 by 5 of X, which is 10, is equal to 2. Likewise, 2 by 3 and Y is 3, this is also 2. Right, so 2 liter of water is emptied to X and likewise emptied to Y. Right? This is filled to 2 liters and this is filled to 2 liters, which is understood till the question what is said. Afterwards, the question is saying if water is poured from jug X to jug Y until jug Y is filled. Okay. So now tell, how will I proceed forward?
You need another liter to fill the jug in Y.
Yes, because the capacity of Y is 3 liter and it is already filled to 2 liters. So to completely fill the Y, I need to just pour 1 liter from X to Y. As a result, this will be full. This is 3 liters. And X is just left with, at first this is 2 liter and now it is left with 1 liter. And what the question is saying, if water is poured from jug X to jug Y until jug Y is filled, now jug Y is filled, what fraction of jug X then contain water, right? What fraction of tank X?
1 by 10. 1 by 10. Yes.
So this is left, and this is the actual capacity of tank X, which is 10, as we already find out, right? So that's why the answer, this is 1 by 10. Is this understood now?
Can you please repeat it again?
Exactly.
The last
From
part.
where?
The last part,
This part?
from where you have assumed the values, X is equal to 10 and Y is equal to 3.
Okay. So till you got how I come up with this equation,
Yes.
you can proceed with variable as well, but that will be a bit difficult to proceed. So you need to assume such values for X and Y, for Y, so that we have the integer value for X, right? So what value for Y will you assume? As this is divisible by divided by 3, so assume any value of Y that is divisible by 3. This could be 3, 6, 9, 12, any value you want to take. I just assume the least value so that X is also a least value. If Y is equal to 3, X is equal to 10. If this is 3, 3 will cancel out and X will become 10. So value of Y is 3 and value of X is 10. Now we are already given the filled capacities. You can find what is the current capacity, current filled capacity of tank X and tank Y. And we have X10, right? So 1 by 5 of 10 is actually 2. And we have Y3, so 2 by 3 of Y is also 2. So as we already know that equal size, the water poured to X and Y's are equal. So we can also find this from this. This is 2, this is 2. Now the question is saying if you are just pour water from X to Y, right? And so that the Y is filled. Y is the total capacity of Y is 3, which we already find that Y is equal to 3. And this is already filled to 2. So you need 1 extra to fill this, which you just borrow from the tank X. And 10X, it filled to 2 liters. So as it gave 1 to y, the only water which is left is 1 liter, right? So now at last we just left with the x having 1 liter of water. So now the question is saying, after all of these, what fraction of jug x then contain water? So how much of the water is left in the tank with respect to total capacity of the tank? That is what the question asks. 1 is left and total capacity is 10. So 1 by 10 is the least possible fraction form which is provided. Is this understood?
Yes, thank you.
A similar question to this. We will get back to this at last. Okay, try this question.
Two by 5.
What's
Option
the
E.
answer? Okay, so one answer is E.
Option E.
Any other answer?
Option E.
Option E, 2 votes for option E. Anyone still solving, or shall I solve now?
Option E.
Option A.
Solving.
E.
Okay, so we have multiple votes for E. Okay, so let's see whether E is the right answer or not. The question is saying, of the students in a certain dormitory, 1 over 2
B,
are B or D?
B.
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 Okay, now listen. Please first mute yourself. Okay, so the question is saying, of all the students in a certain dormitory, 1 over 2 are the first year students and the rest are second year students, right? So half are first year students and half are second year students. So let's assume, for example, in this, we have total 2S students, assuming that total students are 2S, right? So first year students are half, which is S, and second year students are also S, also half of first year. So remaining half will be second year, right? If 4 by 5th of the first year students have not declared a major. Okay, let's do this way. There are multiple ways to solve this way. This can be solved with the Venn diagram concept and the 2D matrix, but we will not get to that concept for now. We will move to that when we'll solve the Venn diagram portion. Okay, so let's for this side is for first year students and this side is for second year students. And both are S, right? S in number. Okay, so the question is saying, if 4 by 5th of the first year students have not declared a major, for example, not declared a major, and the other will be declared a major. So first saying the 4 by 5th of the first year students have not declared a major. So 4 by 5th of first year students have not declared the measure. So what will be the fraction of the students who have declared a measure? That will be
1 by 5.
1 minus
1
4
by
by 5 of S. That is 1 by 5 of S. Right? Now the question is saying, and if the fraction of second year students who have declared a measure is 3 times the fraction of first year students who have declared a measure. So question is saying the second year students who have declared a measure is 3 times the number of students in first year who have declared. So this will be 3 times of this thing, 1 by 5 of S. This is 3 by 5 of S, right? If this is 3 by 5, so what will be the fraction of students who have not declared? That will be 1 minus 3 by 5 of S, which is 2 by 5 of S, right? Now see the question. Question is saying what fraction of the students in the dormitory, right? What fractions of the student mean what fraction of all the students? We have here total students. And then the situation is, are second year students who have not declared the measure. So what is so what will be this value? This will be the fraction of second year students who have not declared a measure. So what are those? Those are
2 by
these
5S.
2 by 5S, right? So total number of students are 2S, which we at first discussed. So this is 2 by 5 of S divided by 2S. SS will be cancelled out, 2 will cancel out, the result will be 1 by 5. So this is a trap answer. If you just miss 2S in the denominator, you will straightforward just come up with 2 over 5, which is wrong. The answer is 1 over 5. So only if you miss this thing, you can easily got this.
Prasanna, I have a question.
Yes.
How appropriate would be an approach in which we just assume some values? For example, I did this question by assuming that the total number of students are, let's say 200. And then we're putting that value in all those formulas. I got the answer 40 by 200, which is also 1 over 5. So do you recommend us solving such questions?
Yes, you can do that.
in good way too?
Listen. The thing is, we have all of the fractions having the denominator of 5, right? So just assume some minimum value having so that is divisible 5 by 5. For this question, I will assume total number. If I do that way, for example, let me do that way. I will assume total number of students is equal to 10. So first year students will be 5 and second year students will also be 5. Now, if I proceed this way, this is first year, this is second year. So this is not declared, this is declared. So 4 by 5th, both are 5, 5, right? So 4 by 5th of the first year have not declared. So what is a 4 by 5th of 5th? That is 4. So this will be 1, this will be 3, and this will be 2. So what fraction of all the students in dormitory are those? And total are 10, and this is 2. The result is 1 over 5. So try to assume some minimum value instead of assuming 200. That will also increase your calculation. Got my point?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's suppose in this scenario we have only 5. For time being, we have just 4 over 5. Let's consider if we have 4 over 5 and we have some other function of 2 by 3. So in that case, you need to assume a value that is at least LCM of 5 and 3, so that we can get an answer which is at least an integer. So just see the denominator of all of the fraction and just come up with a value that is the least common multiple or some multiple of that least common multiple. Got the point?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move to the other type of a question. This was a sort of a word problem question, right? Now, next type of question. In this scenario, there are some sort of patterns to solve these questions, right? Try to do this question. We will discuss how can we form pattern in this. Try to solve this question now.
B, C, D.
C, C.
B, C, maybe D also.
See what is asking the question. Which are the following closest to 1/2? So this must be one answer, not more than that.
More than that. Yes. C. Answer is C.
C, answer C.
Answer is C.
Yes.
Did all of you use calculator for this?
Yes.
Okay. So all of you saying that the answer is C, right? Any other answer?
So still working. Still working. 1 second.
Please be quick.
C and D both.
B.
There must be
Okay.
one answer, not more than that.
Yeah.
B.
The answer is B.
B.
B or D? What you are
B.
saying?
B. B.
Okay.
B.
Okay, so let's solve this question. First of all,
D.
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 Okay, so we have right here answer B, C, D. Okay, so let's see. Question is saying which of the following is closest to 1/2? Remember one thing. Don't use calculator for your practice for now, because if you are you are just using the calculator, it will literally waste your time in exam, right? So just don't use calculator for these simple question. The question
No,
which
I
are
didn't use calculator.
listen.
All of the. Okay.
So which are the following closest to 1/2, right? So if one approach is just see the difference of both. Whenever the difference is least, so that will be closest, right? For example, the first one is 1/4/7. So 4/7 minus 1/2. So what will be the LCM? That is 14. So okay, so 8 minus 7 equal to 1/14, right? So the difference between first and the question which I ask is 1/14. And now see the second one, 5/9 minus 1/2 is equal to 18. This is 10 minus 9. So this is 1/18. Third one is 6/13 minus 1/2. This will be 6/13 minus 1/2, right? This will be 20. Yes.
Yes, 26.
26.
26, right? So 1/26. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Minus 1/20.
Minus 1/26. Okay, so next one is 7/13 minus 1/2. This is also 26, right? So this is 14
Yes.
minus 13 equal to 1/26, right? So what is the last one? This is 9/16 minus 1/2 is equal to, what is this?
16.
15.
What you are saying?
16, 9 minus 8.
1/16, right? So which of the following
Yes.
is the lowest value? I
So
mean,
both are lowest now. That's why C and D.
okay, it's 6/13.
C,
That's why
C minus 1 by 60. C
minus 1/26, and that is
minus 1 by
1/2.
26. C.
Minus
so
1/26. Okay. So I think I just put this value wrong. Okay, so let's leave
So
this.
for this question, it should be C and D both, right?
Yes. Oh, okay. So the thing
Oh,
I want to
C
show
is
you. Yes.
C is more smaller than D. Minus 2,
No, no.
minus 1
No,
by
no, no.
16 is.
We are
No. They are
saying the
equidistant.
difference. We are just saying distance. This is never negative. So you can
Okay,
also do this way, 1/2 minus 6/13. This is also 26, right? So
Okay,
the
okay.
13 minus
Got
12
it.
is equal to 1/26, right? Now thing I want to show you, if you see closely, we have 4/7, right? So can we write these as 4 over 2 by 4 minus 1? Please mute yourself. Who is making more noise? Okay. So I want to show you that
Yes.
we can write this way, 4 over 2 into 4 minus 1.
Yes.
So all of these can be write in this way. So the form which can be formed out of this, so all of these except one can be written in form of x over 2x minus 1. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
2x minus 2.
Yes,
That is last one.
yes.
2x minus 1. And if we divide x, we can also do this way. This is 2x minus 1 by x. We can do this way.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And this will be 1 over 2. And now what can I do? 2 minus 1 by x,
Yes.
right? Now, whenever this value is least, the answer is very close to 1 by 2.
Sure.
Yes. Now let's see, in first scenario, we have x as 4, right? So 1 over 2 minus 1 by 4. This is first scenario. In second scenario, we have x5. So 1 over 2 minus 1 by 5, right? In third scenario is a bit different. Can we do third scenario
Yes.
this way?
No, you have to plus 1.
You have
Two
to
is plus 1.
Okay, let's make this 11 for now. Let's make this 11 for now, right? Now tell, can we do this way?
Yes. Can be do.
Yeah, this will be 1 over 2 minus 1 over 6.
Yes.
We can't do 4. Can we do d with this?
Yes.
Okay, so this will be 1 over 2 minus 1 over 7. And now tell
Yes.
about the e. Can we do e with this?
No. Can't.
Because
The
e
difference must be 2.
is in the form of x over 2 into x minus 1. Because when x is 9,
Yes.
this will become
Yes.
16, right? If you again try to do this way, this is 1 over 2x minus 2 by x, right? So this will be 1 over 2 minus 2 by x,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And we can further
Yes.
simplify as 1 over 2 minus 1 over x over 2,
Yes.
right? Now take x as 9. So this will become 1 over 2 minus 1 over 4.5. So now tell which of the following is having the least distance. Considering this is not 13, this is 11. So that will be
7. Yes. D.
right.
D. Yes.
Just remember one thing, if you are getting this question just like this, there must be some hidden pattern in that. Don't just go for the calculator, that will literally waste your time. Because if you start subtracting these using calculator using a GRE on screen calculator, that will be, first of all, the digits will be very large and they'll be too slow to be used. So that will waste your time. So just in most of the scenario, there will be some pattern, right? You got this question exactly how I did this.
Yes, got you.
Okay, shall I proceed forward?
Yes.
Okay. Likewise, try to solve this question. Again, there is a hidden pattern in this. Try to solve this question. First, try to come up with a pattern for each of these.
Seven by 8.
Okay, so one answer is 7/8. Okay, so we have one answer, 7/8. Any other answer? First of all, tell me one thing. How can we make pattern for each of these separately?
1 over n times n plus 1.
2 minus 1 by 1.
We have, let's suppose, n into n plus 1, right? So we can write this as 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Can you write this way? Because if you take the LCM and proceed forward, you will again come up with this value,
Yes, it can be written.
right? So now this is a very simple question. First one is 1 over 1 into 2. You can write this as 1 over, for example, 1 over 1 minus 1 by 2. Yes. The next one will be 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, right? The next one will be 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, up to so on. And last one will be 1 by 7 minus 1 by 8. So if you see closely, the second value and the first value are cancelling out. This will keep until minus 1 by 7 and 7 will cancel out. And we are left with only 2, 1 and minus 1 by 8. So this is
Yes,
1
7 by
minus
8.
1 by 8, which is 7 by 8. Everyone got this?
Yes, got you.
Yes.
You need to just come up with some sort of pattern in these questions. Otherwise, you start doing this way. This is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12. You will take LCM and proceed. That will take a lot of your time.
Yes.
Okay, so if I give you one question, I haven't written or just wrote that question. For example, just give me for example, if you have a some sort of relation like 4 over 2a plus 1 plus 2a minus 1, right? And please mute yourself. And the question is saying that just a is from 1 up to so on. A could be 1, 2, 3 and up to so on. The question said that just I'm asking you sum of first 60 terms. Consider a is equal to 1, a is equal to 2, up to a is equal to 60. Just add all of those and just give me the answer. What is the answer? This relationship, right? And I'm saying just make the take a is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 60 and just give the summation of that to me. So what will be the answer? Sum of first 60 terms of the sequence. Just quickly tell me the answer.
$20. Hello.
Okay, so you are saying the answer is 20, right? Any other answer? Anyone got this, or anyone still solving?
Try to solve.
Okay, so let's solve this question now. We have 4 over 2a plus 1 plus 2a minus 1, right? Okay, so we are saying that we have to sum first 60 values of this sequence. And first tell me one thing. Let's suppose we have 1 over a plus b, right? And if you ask to simplify this, how can we simplify this?
Root A plus root B.
For example, if I say you, we have 1
Okay,
over
you have to.
square root
Okay,
of
we
a
have
plus square root
to.
of b. Yes.
We have to multiply the negative part. That means say root over.
This is actually a concept of conjugate, right? Which say that we have this, we will multiply same thing with a negative sign and divide with same
Yes.
value. This is a minus b divided by this is a minus b. So this will be square root of a minus b square root of b divided by square root of
A minus B.
a square minus square root of b square, which is in denominator equal to a minus b, right? Likewise, if you see this question, we have 4. If you multiply, let's move to the lower side. We have 4 over 2a plus 1 plus 2a minus 1, right? If you multiply same with a negative sign, that will be 2a plus 1 minus 2a plus minus 1 divided by this is 2, this is minus. This is 2a plus 1 minus 2a minus 1, right? So this will become 4 into, just take 4 outside. This will be 2a plus 1 minus 2a minus 1 divided by 2a plus 1 whole square minus 2a minus 1 whole square. Everyone got what I did here? I just multiplied with the same thing but with a negative sign so that we have simplified denominator. So this will be 4 into 2a plus 1 minus 2a minus 1 divided by 2a plus 1 minus 2a plus 1, right? So this will cancel out. We will left with 4 over 2 into 2a plus 1 minus 2a minus 1, right? So this will become 2 into 2a plus 1 minus 2a minus 1, right? Now just substitute values for a, a1, a2, a3, a4. So let's suppose if I substitute a is equal to 1, so what will be the value? If I substitute a is equal to 1, what will be the value? That will be square root of 3 minus square root of
1.
Square root of 1. Okay. If I substitute 2, what will be the value? This is square root of 5 minus square root of 3, right? Plus if I substitute 3, that will be square root of 7 minus square root of 5, right?
Yes.
So just proceed this way. If you see closely, this and this is cancelling, this and this is cancelling, right? It will keep on until what is the last? Last one is 60. So what for 60, what will be the value?
121.
121 minus
29.
119.
Sorry, 1. Yes.
Right. So we are saying that this 3 cancel out with -1, and this is cancelled along with next one, right? So minus 19 will cancel out with the preceding value. So we'll be left with, and for more simplification, just take 2 common for all of these because 2 is all of these. So we're left with minus square root of 1 plus square root of 121, right? So this will be 2 into 11 minus 1. This is 2 into 10 and answer is 20. Everyone got this or not? This is pretty common type of question exam. So be sure that everyone got this.
Yes, got you.
Everyone got this?
Sir, can you
Yes, got.
repeat it, the second last part from 2 under root 3 minus under root?
From where?
Yeah.
From which portion? You
Yeah, from
understood till
here.
that? You understood till
Yeah,
this point?
till here I understood.
Okay. So for more simplification, we have 2 common all of the terms. Just take 2 common from all of these. So we have no 2 inside. We have 1, 2, which is common all of these, right? Okay. Next thing is substitute a is equal to 1. So this is 2 plus 1, which is 3, square root 3. And a is equal to, if we take a is equal to 1 here, this will become 1. This is the first term. And second, if we substitute a is equal to 2, this will become square root 5. And for this, under root 3. And proceed for this, square root 7 and square root 5 up to so on.
That's a brilliant ball. It's Frankie de Jong and it's wide.
Who is this? Who done this? Okay. So where were we? Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Now see, there is a pattern. This values this cancel out with this value. This values cancel out with this value, and this will keep moving on and on. And at last, we will left with under root the last value, this one, right? So this negative 1 will be cancelled with the preceding one. So first tell 459 what will be the value. Just tell when a is equal to 59 what will be the value. I'm asking if I take a is equal to 59, so what will be the value for that in the, according to this?
Times 119 minus root over 119 minus 1.
Minus 117, right? So this will cancel out, and last we will left with square root 1 and 121. As we already take 2 as a common, so this will be minus square root 1 plus square root 121, which is 2 into 11 minus 1, and the result is 20.
Thank you, sir. I got it. I just wondering like from where 3 and minus under root 3 and minus under root come. Yes, now it's clear.
For these type of question, when you are having something like that, we have square root and whatever the sign is, just multiply and divide with the same values but with the opposite sign. If that is positive, this will become negative. If this is negative, this will become positive, and divide the same value. The reason is if we multiply, actually this is a minus b. If we multiply, this is a plus b. The result is actually a square minus b square, so that we have some sort of easy denominator to proceed further, right? So this is interesting question, a pretty common type of question. Okay, so let's move further. Try this question. Just take 1 minute. I just want to see the approach which we use to solve this question.
E. Answer is E.
D.
Answer is E.
Okay, we have two answers. One is E and one is D. Please mute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so anyone who is still solving this question?
E.
So we have another E. Okay, so we have two votes for E. Okay, so there are plenty of ways to solve this question. And if someone asks me how I will solve this question, as you say, in the denominator, we have 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. I will try to make denominator of all of these equal, right? First of all, we have 6 over 2 square into 5 square. The next one is 1 over 2 cube into 5 square. The next one is 28 over 2 square into 5 cube. The next one is 62 over 2 cube into 5 cube. The next one is 122 over 24 into 5 cube, right? So first tell what is the maximum power of 2 in the denominator? That is 4. And what is the maximum power of 5 in denominator? That is 3. So in any case, if I come up with the same denominator in all of these, then we can straightforward rectify that which of the that whichever is having the maximum numerator, that will be the greater value, right? So the maximum is 2 power 4 and the maximum for 5 is 5 power 3. So how can we get 2 power 4 and 5 power 3 as a denominator in first one? If you multiply with 2 square and 5 and divide with same value, so this is 2 square into 5 divided by 2 power 4 into 5 cube, right?
D.
So this is, what is this value? This is 120 over whatever the denominator
124.
is, right? Next one is we have 2 cube and 5 square. So to have a common denominator, which is 2 power 4, you multiply with 2 and 5, so that for 5 become 5 cube.
10.
So this will become 2, 4
10.
into 5 cube. So this is 10 over common denominator, right? So next one is 28 over 2 square 5 cube. So 28 into 2 square divided by 2 power 4 into 5 cube. And what is the answer? This is 112 over D, right?
Yes.
So next one is 62 into 2. What is that?
2.
That is 124 over common
124.
denominator. And the
0.
last one is already
Yes.
122 over denominator. Now see, all of these denominator are equal. So you can all see clearly that 120, 10, 112, 124, and 122. Which value is greater? 124.
124. Yes. D.
I just did it with the help of denominator. You can also do same with help of numerator, but that will be difficult. Got my point?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Also using denominator.
Just remember one thing. In such scenarios in which you are having a numerical values and you ask maximum or minimum, you can perform same operation with all of these. If I want to, for example, I can, if I multiply with 5 cube of all of these, there will be no change in the actual value. If I want to simplify this, for example, if I want to proceed with the numerator, not the denominator, I can multiply with 2 power 4 into 5 cube, the maximum one, and see which of the following has a maximum value. So there are multiple approaches for this question, and whatever suits you, just go for that approach. Got the point what I have said just now?
Yes.
Yes.